With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello students, our question is, a spinel is an important class of oxide consisting two types of metal ions with the oxide ions arranged in the CCP layers. The normal spinel has 1/8 of the tetrahedral holes occupied by one type of metal ions and 1/2 of the octahedral holes occupied by another type of metal ions. Such a spinel is formed by Mg2 positive, Al3 positive and O2 negative. The neutrality of the crystal is being maintained, then type of hole occupied by Mg2 positive ions is. So in this question it is given that a spinel, which is an important class of oxide consisting of two types of metal ions, in which the oxide ions are arranged in the CCP layers, and it is given that 1/8 of the tetrahedral holes are occupied by one type of metal and 1/2 of the octahedral holes are occupied by another type of metal. And it is also given that such a spinel is formed by these type of Mg2 positive, Al3 positive and O2 negative ions. And the neutrality is maintained, so we have to find out the type of hole that are occupied by magnesium 2 positive ions. So first, if we write the oxide ions, that is O2 minus, these ions are arranged in CCP layers. CCP layer is also known as FCC, that is face center type. So we can say that number of O2 negative ions would be, because the ions or atoms which are arranged in the FCC type arrangement, the atoms are present at corners as well as at all face centers. So if the oxide ions are arranged in CCP or FCC layer, they are present at corners, so there are 8 corners in a cubic arrangement, and the contribution of one corner atom is 1/8 to 1 unit cell, because it is shared by 8 unit cells corner atom, and there are 6 face centered atoms because 6 faces in a cubic arrangement. So, and contribution of one face centered atom to per unit cell is 1/2, because the face centered atom is shared by 2 unit cells. So this will give us the oxide ions as number of oxide which are arranged in CCP layer is 4. Now it is given 1/8 of the tetrahedral occupied by one type of metal. So we can calculate first the number of tetrahedral holes. So the number of tetrahedral holes are 2 into number of atoms or ions present in CCP. So the ions or atoms which are present on CCP here are the oxide ions. So number of tetrahedral holes would be 2 into 4, that is 8. It means now the one type of metal ion would be number of one type of metal ions would be 1/8 of the tetrahedral holes, and total tetrahedral holes are 8, so that it is 1. Now it is given the octahedral holes are occupied by another type of metal ions, and octahedral holes are, total number of octahedral holes are calculated as number of octahedral holes, they are equal to the number of atoms or ions in the CCP layers. Now the number of atoms in CCP, they are 4, so number of octahedral holes will also be 4, and it is given the second metal or the another metal, number of another metal ions, that is given half of the octahedral holes occupied, and total number of octahedral holes we calculate as 4, so that it is 2. Now it is given these type of holes, spinel structure is formed by Mg2 positive, Al3 positive and O2 negative. So we can say if Mg2 positive, Al3 positive and O2 negative, and it is said that the neutrality is being maintained. So if we consider these three ions for this spinel structure, as the number of oxide ions are total 4, so the total charge, total negative charge due to O negative, that is 2 into 4, minus 2 into 4, that will be minus 8. Now, to maintain the electrical neutrality, the negative charge due to oxide ion, this is being neutralized by the positive charge. Now we have two types of metals, Mg2 positive and Al3 positive, and we have one type of metal ions as 1 and another type of metal ions as 2. So if we consider the Mg2 positive as the one metal, so its charge would be, as the number of one metal is 1, so it would be Mg2 positive, so it would contribute plus 2 charge, and the number of other metal ions are 2, so aluminium 3 positive will contribute plus 3 charge, so the total charge would become plus 3 into 2, so this will become plus 2 plus 6, that is plus 8. It means the charge is being balanced, plus 8 charge is being balanced by minus 8. It means the formula can be, the tetrahedral holes are occupied by Mg2 positive and the octahedral holes are occupied by aluminium 3 positive. Because if we consider the other way, this to maintain the electrical neutrality, if we consider that magnesium ions are 2, if magnesium ions are 2, that would contribute plus 2 into 2, and the other metal is 1, so it will contribute plus 3 into 1, so this charge is plus 4 plus 3, that is plus 7. It means this charge is not balanced. It means the ions which are present on or which occupy the tetrahedral holes, they are the Mg2 positive ions, because these are completely neutralizing the negative charge when this is the combination that 1 Mg2 positive and 2 aluminium 3 positive are present. So our question was, which type of holes are occupied by magnesium 2 positive? So Mg2 positive will occupy the tetrahedral holes. So the option which is correct is the A option, tetrahedral. So I hope you understood the solution. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.